Do you like feet? Do you like feet?
Men have feet.
No.
Berkeley talked
Berkeley
about.
does.
You like feet?
Berkeley talked for 56
I said I
seconds.
don't mind feet.
Wait. You have a feet fetish?
All right, guys, welcome back to another podcast. Today's a big podcast. Obviously, if you guys are listening, what happened last episode is that we had Indiana on, and basically we're going to set up a date. It happened today. Hollywood Fix filmed Chris in Indiana, like literally going on a date today for a video that we did.
Chris
it's
got
up
in.
there. Yeah, Chris in Indiana. But today's even crazier because this is somebody that we've been watching throughout the years, been through YouTube, and like I think it's the golden time of YouTube, and like what's coming now, like back in the days of diss tracks and everything. We have the one and only TFox. Welcome to the show.
Woo!
TFox. What's going on?
Happy to be here, man.
Yeah.
It's like 10 p.m.
It's the
It's like
latest.
10 p.m.
It's the latest recorded sync show of all time. It's we were all just chilling. Tanner's like, "Yo, it's too late to pull up," and we're like, "Nah, you can come by."
Yeah.
Hold
We're
up.
here.
I don't know if your viewers know this, but your set is in your living room.
Yeah.
They know that?
I think they.
I don't know.
Like you walk in the front door,
It's-
bam, whole podcast set up. Like
Yeah.
It's basically the house has been converted into a studio.
this shit is legit. Like you got lights,
Yep,
cameras, action, like everything.
Everything's hand built too.
The set's built like by hand, the
I
wood.
can tell.
All right, this is gonna be a great episode. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you guys are listening on YouTube, we're on Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can listen to your podcast. Make sure to give us that 5-star rating. Yeah, let's get into it. The big thing that I want to focus on, Tanner, to start it off is like we were talking about it before, but we had Alex on, Alex Warren, in the very beginning. He was huge for us. He was like our first big guest that helped us out and kind of get into the space. But we didn't realize like how you guys, in the same way years ago it was like the Ohio boys were YouTube. Now it kind of feels like the more like East California, Carlsbad area, and you're from Temecula, right? How do you say it exactly? Temecula.
Temecula. No, I'm from San Diego, born and raised.
Okay.
I just moved to Temecula like maybe 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you were so the San Francisco area is kind of near like the
No, San Diego.
San Diego.
Sorry.
It's all Southern
Full
California.
like by the border of Mexico.
It goes like
Close.
L.A., Temecula, Carlsbad, San Diego.
So when you talk about going to Tijuana for a weekend, you're literally talking about going through San Diego.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
like I grew up like 5 minutes from the border. Like best Mexican food in America is San Diego.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. So you grew up. Did you know those boys early on, like Alex Warren, Calvin, Michael?
No, we didn't grow up together. Like we didn't hang out. We had like similar friend groups kind of
Yeah.
at one point. Like in the 2016 era, like we had like a lot of these like new filmer kids coming up, and like there wasn't a lot of content on YouTube. And he hung out with like my best friend Jake Angeles like a couple times. So it was like kind of in the same clique, but we never met.
Okay.
And then I don't even know how I found out about him. I mean, obviously just because like he started blowing up and stuff. And then I just like really liked his content and his hustle. And then I've reached out to him, and then we became friends. I want to say like a year and a couple months ago.
That's sick.
Kind of
Okay.
like right as he was blowing up. Like
Yeah.
maybe 400K on YouTube.
Damn.
You guys have really similar interests too, like just like in like
Oh,
content,
definitely.
like content wise and stuff. Because there's not a lot of YouTubers that are doing stuff with cars and I mean like a skateboard, scooter culture, like all that kind of stuff. Like it's like you film with your friends, you film cars, but
Yeah.
like it's very similar fields to you as a video.
No, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you think most people, like for me, my first experience knowing who you were was I had a friend, his name's Keegan. Shout out to Keegan because he was so hyped for this episode. He's every day of my life, like I would hang out with him, then he would just go scooter all day at the
Yeah.
park. All he would do, and he would always talk about you.
That's awesome.
He would try to get me into it over and over again by showing me your videos and be like, this is TFox, bro. What do you think most people know you from, like more than just skating too, I guess?
I kind of own the scooter thing. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the most people know me as that, and I think it's kind of important. Like I've held on to it because like people always say like, oh, the scooter kid. Like it's just easy. So I feel like I'm also known for maybe a lot of car stuff. Like a lot of people know me for my GTR. That was like a really big thing. And then I would just say for kind of just living a crazy teenage life. Like those are the main three things.
Yeah. What about you? Like, what was your experience with? Because you've been watching Tanner
Yeah.
since like day one.
Yeah, I watched him. I like.
You part of the Fox fam?
I wouldn't say I'm part of Fox.
What you
fam.
mean? You said you if you watched me in 2016, you were a part of the Fox fam.
Okay, I was a part of it, but I was more of like the rice gum. I was more
Oh,
fan of rice gum.
oh.
Yeah.
Because he
Oh.
was talking shit on you.
Right,
and I was
right.
like, I was like,
Yeah, fuck that guy.
yeah, exactly. But
Little pipsqueak.
yeah.
How'd that beef come to like? How'd that happen?
Oh, I just picked at him because like I knew it would help me.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Oh, yeah.
I just like we messaged each other when we had like both had 100K. Like we'd like randomly comment each other's YouTube videos. Like same with Wolfie Raps. If you
Yeah,
remember him.
Wolfie Raps.
Bro,
Yeah.
he dropped.
That's a
bro.
whole different that's a whole different book.
died, bro.
But yeah, like I don't know. We just like were talking on DMs, and then he started doing the diss track stuff.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was just like, bro, like roast me, bro, like roast me. And then I just picked at him long enough until he did.
Dude.
And I was like,
I'm not gonna lie, he dropped a banger on you.
yeah, for sure. But like that helped me a lot.
Yeah.
I got exactly what I wanted. So
Yeah.
But that your video did crazy views too.
yeah, that like little beef between us was like really big.
Yeah.
And that's when like YouTube was like fucking everyone was on YouTube.
Yeah,
bro.
like his reacting to
it was a
my
prime
song got
time.
like 11 million views. Like
Jeez.
reacting to my video
Yeah.
or whatever.
Dude, that was back
that was
in
like
the-
prime time
Yeah.
YouTube for like I feel like
He made
Massive.
God Church has like 100 million views. That was
Yeah.
about me.
Yeah.
And then
100 mil?
I think it has 100
Oh,
mil.
yeah.
And then
And
my
yours has, like, 60
my
mil.
stupid song was like has like 64 mil.
Oh my.
That's
crazy.
insane.
That was golden times for sure.
Those are the golden times where people knew start the beef, go after Rice Gum. You got Jake Paul in there,
Yeah.
and then that stuff will blow you
And it was
up.
just like easy to believe. Like
Yeah.
back then, because like now it's so washed out. Everyone knows what it's for and
Yeah.
like gets how everything works.
yeah.
But back then, yeah, it was fresh and it was exciting for the viewers and it was like it's good entertainment.
how much did that car cost that you broke? You just like bought a random like
$2,500 if that.
just to like smash the car.
Yeah,
for
we
a
literally
video?
just bought off Craigslist, gave the guy cash, and then we went and took it to one of my friend's house and destroyed it.
Jeez.
What do you think of the beef? So when you look at it now, you're saying like, hey, it was kind of dumb. You can see it now. But what was your mentality back then? Was it this is the growth formula? Start the beef, start the music.
No, I just dude, I was like a normal ass kid that just scootered all day and then like fell into like a viral video and then I made me like a couple $1,000s and I was 15. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna just fucking do this.
Yeah.
What was it?
I'm saying like, so you were saying you got into the music video, kind of the beef. And
Oh
that
yeah,
became
I
your
just
YouTube
kind of
career?
saw other people doing it and then I just like was like, oh, I should do this.
And was it that turned you into like the scooter YouTube into like a main, like more of like the mainstream
I think that
YouTuber?
was one of the things. There was like in my like timeline, there was like so many different. I always explain it when I tell creators, like my friends, like think about it as like steps. You got to keep being known for different things, and like you do like say okay GTR, and then you get all the GTR fans, and then you got to keep them there, and then you got to be known for something else, and you plateau up here, and then you get another thing. So like for me, it was like I would say. I blew up. I did all these like crazy like Walmart videos and like I collabed with a bunch of YouTubers this first summer. I was blowing up, and then I got my GTR, and then that was a huge thing. I did like a collab with Roman Atwood,
Okay,
and then a week later I got my GTR, so that was huge. And then after that, I got my massive car accident, which blew me the fuck up. Also, so
That one got like 23 million, right?
yeah, and then I gained like 80,000 subs in a day from that.
So
So like,
almost dying.
yeah. So like that was the thing. All these things just fell into place. They just kept happening. And then so the car accident. And then right after that, I started dating that girl Taylor. Like just like all these things just lined up because
Yeah.
I went to Arizona because like I had a broken leg and I was like super over being home.
Yeah.
And then so as soon as I got my cast off, I drove my GTR to Arizona and I randomly met her in Arizona. So we started dating. And then that was a massive thing for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
We milked the shit out of that. And then
A lot of good thumbnails on that one.
hell yeah.
A lot of good thumbnails
So, like,
on that one.
So it was like super known for that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, my channel was like kind of dependent on boyfriend, girlfriend, which is
Right.
kind of scary because like I
Yeah.
like depending on myself. So then I basically I can't say that. Then after that I got my new house and then like that was my new content and then like I just kept picking new things
Yeah.
to kind of like build with. So I guess that's been my strategy.
Yeah, that's badass. We're really transparent, but it's the best part because it's the truth. Like everyone knows the truth, but no one says
That's
it.
how I think. That's
Yeah.
how I was thinking though.
Were you thinking like that back then, or are you
Oh,
thinking
100%.
about it now in
The whole time.
retrospect?
The whole time. The whole time. Yeah.
Damn. So did you ever
Those
feel,
things fell into place, but I utilized them to make them those things.
Yeah.
Like but I knew I had to keep doing. I kept having to do that next thing, even for
Yeah.
a little bit, which I like kind of regret. I like used like a Ouija boards as content.
Ouija board content?
Like I made that.
yeah.
So then even like that, like I just randomly was in a Halloween store, saw an Ouija board, and like saw it from a movie, and I was like, oh, I want to play this for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
video. Played it. That video went viral, and then I just started doing those more and more and more. And then other YouTubers wanted to collaborate with me doing Ouija board videos, and then they started doing them, and it became this big trend. And we kind of like ride different trends, like the trampolines for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's so many different things. But that was way more like 2016, 17, up until 18 YouTube, I think.
Yeah, I think that was like around.
That's
the
kinda
amount
how
of
it
time on that.
worked.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did. And then what do you think happened after that? Because I saw it as more like the quick vlogging started. The David Dobrik's Rose.
Yeah.
Right.
Like those.
Right.
There's
Right,
like
right.
24-hour challenges, like
Oh, yeah.
hiding in like 24 hours in like an elevator, 24 hours in like Walmart or something. I feel like that was like
That was like what was cool. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Do you remember when people used to ship themselves in boxes? Did you ever do that?
I
Like
never
Rice
did
Gum
that.
put himself in a box and was like, "I'm gonna ship myself," but he didn't do it.
Yeah.
But the whole trend was like fitting yourself and mailing yourself.
Yeah, that's like, and then you all do it, and everyone's video gets views. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
And then you're like, why did we watch that? Like, yeah. It's like, why was putting yourself in a box like cool? Like, there's so much cooler stuff out there. But Yeah, that's great.
But now it makes total sense. It's like it's that viral stuff. It gets crazier and crazier. But you think like for someone to be successful in the space, it's building those steps. Get that audience, keep them, move on.
I
find new
think
things that excite you.
maybe for some people, I think like anything could happen. But like I guess just that's how I was doing it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got to stay relevant. Like you're only as good as your last performance.
For sure.
That's a saying, I think.
For sure. And then
You
we
know
were
what I
talking about it as a team, like what you were saying about when you met your girlfriend and what happened there with content. Like we're saying, like if Berkeley for some reason, like example, was dating somebody who was in the space and he was creating content all the time, that'd be a whole different level. And we're new to this because we only started 6 months ago and we're from Seattle. But like it's becoming clear that is the thing. It's collab, be in those relationships, create that. Of
course,
right?
of course,
Yeah.
you got to make
the
a life that
clickbait.
people care to follow for
Yeah.
sure. And if you got no problems, then no one cares.
How much like creating a life that other people want to follow is that hard sometimes? Do you feel like you live
Like-
up to that sometimes, or is it like
No, I feel like it's always been way natural. And even like the last 2 years of my videos, I just film what I do way more as of recently. Like I literally just film what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that's my videos.
I'm noticing your content, you're starting to get a lot more like what you're saying. I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm a teenager. I'm 22
Right.
years old. I'm going to go have fun. That's kind of like, what are the struggles with that? Do you notice like creating more adult content that's less filtered, more just
No,
the
it's
shit
so
you're
much more
doing?
fun. Like
Right?
obviously it's less strategic and there's like less thought put into it, and like you don't maybe get that like as big payoff every time you figure out and you crack some code, but it's like way easier to make and more fun and natural, and like it's who I want people to know me for rather than like like doing a fucking 24-hour challenge.
Well, and you just don't have to filter yourself in like the same way like you would if like when you were 18. Like if you
Yeah.
because I mean like you're still like doing like the same thing. It's just like you just have to like make yourself like look completely different. And then you're like, oh, can I put that in? Or like
I don't even do that. No, like my videos are literally not thought out. Like I just like have filmed so many videos. I know how to film them quick, and like whenever I'm put in a situation, I know how to like make the quick jokes and whatever. But literally, I just like sometimes my friends call me and they're like, "Can we use your big dirt jump in your backyard?" I'm like, "Sure." And they show up with like a fucking toy car, and then they're like, literally this like 2 weeks ago, and then they're like going down this massive hill and like launching it and just crashing, and I'm just like, all right, and I go grab my camera and I literally just stand there recording them, and then like that's like my content.
That's awesome. Getting on like more like funnier subject. What the hell happened to your nuts, bro?
Dude,
Dude, like I've been reading like what happened to his nuts? What happened to his nuts? And I look into it. You split your nuts open?
yeah. So I was in Utah at the beginning of December.
Yeah.
And like I was walking. Sorry, I say like a lot. I noticed that.
No,
I
I
actually
don't-
noticed that today because my podcast.
when you
comments
listen
say
to
that.
it back, it always
People
fucks
said
you
I say
up.
like a lot, but I was in my friend's warehouse in Utah, just like walking around, and I seen this pogo stick, and then like I got on it with the confidence of being a professional pogo sticker.
Bro, pogo
like I've
sticks
never
are
hopped on a
solid.
pogo stick. I have maybe like twice in my life, but I got on this thing, and then do you know what a bar spin is?
When you spin the bar around when
like
you're up in the air?
like a BMX trick or a scooter trick.
Okay.
Yeah, so you spin the bars. So I thought I was like being all like I just was confident on it. I tried to just hop. First thing I did on it, I just jumped and tried to bar spin it, messed up, and I was like, oh, I could do that. And then I just like go back, and I ended up sitting on top of the pogo stick. Like I went in the air and it went under my legs, and I full bounced on the pogo stick. And like it's on video, it's on TikTok and YouTube and shit.
That's fucking horrific.
Yeah.
Like that's a horrific
Like
injury.
full body weight, bounce off the pogo stick, fully on my nut, like my left nut. And then so like I like
Dude, that makes me like
Ugh,
that
makes me
hurts
fucking-
me.
Yeah,
No,
that
it was
hurts me,
horrible.
bro.
Like you just saying that.
No, it
like,
was really
I
bad.
feel that.
It was
Everyone
really
here
bad.
feels that.
I've hurt myself so many times, and like real shit, that was one of the most painful things. Like it hurt for like 2 weeks, bro.
Fuck pogo
So
sticks.
did you split your nuts open, or did you just get sack tapped super hard?
No, so like I hit, and then I like lay on the ground. I always like laugh initially when I get hurt. Like that's
Then
like,
you're like,
go
nah.
to like haha, and then immediately you see in the video my face just changes, and I was like, holy fuck.
Because you feel that shit in your stomach,
Yeah,
and then you're like, wow, I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Yeah, and I couldn't breathe for like 30 seconds, and then I like was chilling. I was like laughing it off because my friends were like all over there, and it was like funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
And then I like put my hand in my pants because I was like, oh, I'm feeling them, and I put my hand out, and there was blood on my fingers.
what?
Yeah. And then so
Dude, I'm like shivering.
Ew, what the?
yeah, I was like, dude, guys, my nuts are bleeding, and then they're like, what the fuck? and then I was like, I kind of like looked at them, and there was like, it looked like a scab, like, but like no, hold on, a scab cut, but then like, so I looked at it initially, and I was like, oh, I think it's fine. I don't need to go to the hospital.
It's fine.
Yeah, it looked like a scrape more than a cut.
Yeah.
And then like, so I'm chilling on the couch, like I'm fucked up, like hurt already, sitting on the couch, like, and then every time I'd move, like I could feel something like separate. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Your
I was like,
ball's gonna fall in your
I was
sack.
like, I was like, it stings so bad. And then so I went in the bathroom to get a better look with my phone light.
Yeah.
And then I like looked
Oh,
like
God.
beneath where
Dude,
that
goose
first
photo?
scrape was, and then
Yeah.
there was like a gash. like an open gash.
Dude, I'm like shaking, bro. That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
And then I was like, all right, like we should probably go get stitches. And then so like
Yeah.
I walk into the hospital and it was like the funniest thing when the nurse was like what are you here for? And then I was just like, I just immediately was like choked and I was like,
Do you get a hot nurse?
nah, I don't remember. No, I don't think so.
Probably be easier without a hot. Yeah.
No, bro, because your nuts are dry, bro. You don't want nothing to do with anything down there.
Yeah, but you don't want some super hot nurse and like I don't know and
She can see my little soft meat.
or hard meat, but your nuts
No,
are really
How are you gonna get hard
You're
meat
not
after
getting
your
hard,
nuts
I'm
have just
telling
gotten
you.
brutalized?
I did not want a nut for weeks after that.
Oh my god.
Like, it just, like, ruined
I
it
can't
for
even
me.
imagine that.
So I walked in and then I'm
Yo.
like, I split my nuts open on a pogo stick. And then she's laughing. And then like she's like giggling.
Dude, imagine you've taken like an ice bath afterwards or something.
No,
dude.
showering and sleeping like for the first few days after that was like really fucking bad. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like waiting for my left nut to heal. I'm touching my testicle and it feels like fucking noodles, bro. Like it felt like a squished grape. Like,
Oh, God.
Like it just felt flat and like it felt like it was popped. So
Yeah.
I started really stressing out. And I was like, oh my God, if I ruin my left nut, I'm gonna have to like jar my other, like I have to save some nut in case I ruin the other one.
Yeah.
In case I want to have kids one day.
Of course.
So I was stressing out, being all anxious, overthinking. And then I went and got an ultrasound, and then it ended up being fine. But like it took like weeks, and then it just formed back together. Like it felt like it was popped, but it wasn't.
Balls are more versatile, I guess.
So you
They-
still have 2 nuts.
Yeah, they work.
Oh, so you're chilling.
They
That
both
is
work.
that is impressive.
Yeah.
Fucking iron
Did
nuts.
you lose
over
like
here.
any nut, like part of your nut, like 2% of your nut?
I don't think so. I got an ultrasound, and they said nothing was wrong.
Damn.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
What
more
if
of the
you-
story. Fuck pogo sticks.
No, I'm like, yeah, like I feel that. Like I feel your pain, like on like a weird, like
Dude, it
level.
was so
like
bad.
It's like,
Like a ball to ball connection.
yeah,
It was
ball to
bad.
ball.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
God damn it,
That's crazy.
that's fucked.
yeah. And you've been in some crazy stuff, man. Like you almost died. You've been through some horrific
A
accidents.
couple times.
Couple times. Would you say that's the worst, or do you have a crazier story than splitting your nuts open?
Like, no, like definitely when I broke my leg in the car accident, that was probably one of the most painful things because I got screws in my ankle for that.
Oh,
And then just like the pain of like the surgery and the swelling in the cast, like all that shit. Do you know what a catheter is?
No.
Yeah.
What's a catheter?
Yeah.
It's when they put a tube down your dick so you can pee.
Oh, a
Dick tube.
Dick tube, like from Blue Mountain State.
The oil
Oh,
change.
yeah,
Dude.
Oil
No,
change.
the oil. You know what that is?
Nah.
Oh, it was like a joke in this show where these college students had to take a drug test for football, and so this one like fullback comes up and goes, "Yo, Thad Castle goes, yo, you need an oil change." And what's that? It's like, you can do drugs up to Friday night, and then we shove this tube in and pull the drugs out. And he goes, "Where's it go in? Your urethra."
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to get a catheter when I broke my leg. That was like one of the most painful things, also for sure.
You broke your leg, so they had to shove a
No,
catheter up your dick?
because I had to get that makes a lot of sense. No, but I had surgery on my leg,
Yeah.
and they gave me so many like drugs and morphine and stuff
Yeah.
that like my muscles didn't work, so I couldn't pee. And like
Oh.
they gave me like an ultrasound to see, like they said, if you have 250 milliliters of urine, we're gonna have to give you a catheter. And I had 750. So then they had to like shoot. Okay, do you want me to like visualize this
Visualize
for the
all
viewers?
of it. Yeah, yeah.
Throw it in there, dude.
All right, so this is one of the most horrifying things. Males out there, I hope you never experience a catheter. They basically shoot a fucking
Someone's
syringe.
on their drive to
So
a
they-
catheter appointment while listening to this.
Oh god, oh god. So they're gonna put a syringe down the hole of your dick, and they're gonna squirt some jelly in there for lube. All right.
Oh, good
then
jelly
they're gonna take this plastic tube that they just cut with scissors, and it's not even like smooth, like it's sharp. It's like a sharp fucking tube, and then they're just gonna grab your soft dick and just shove it down there,
God.
and just scrape the walls of your.
The worst fucking hand job ever.
Yeah, it
it's
was.
literally, dude. That's terrible.
And then the worst part is when they pull it out, it like scrapes the inside of your whatever that is.
Ew.
And then the next time you pee, it feels like you're pissing glass for like 2 times.
Oh my God.
So that was from when the car accident. So that was bad too. But yeah, I've had a lot of.
It's not even like it's just like all dick trauma. It's like
a lot of dick
it's like-
trauma.
That is. I didn't even think
it's
about
just
that.
like it, like all of it somehow comes back to hurting
dick.
your dick. Jesus.
Yeah. It's like all the scootering and everything that happens.
I
it's
could
your
talk
dick
about
that-
injuries for too long.
Yeah, that's true.
The funny thing is that like you're like just like retelling the story and like it happened to you. We're all like experiencing.
It's
your
my
pain for the
favorite thing to
first
talk
time.
about, dude.
That's that's
Wow. It doesn't change the way you live at all, like at all.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know, like if near-death experience. You talked about it on a different podcast, but when you had your near-death experience when you're driving the canyon, right? Afterwards, you're like, I didn't feel anything. It was another experience. It didn't change the way I view life. Did you feel?
No, it really didn't. Like I actually, in probably ways that I maybe don't like realize, it for sure did actually. But no, I don't think my like mindset at all.
No.
Like I have PTSD driving in the passenger seat of someone else's car. like really bad.
Okay,
about
that's
it.
that's something though.
Like,
Like it affects
yeah.
your life, right?
Yeah, like I like get so anxious when I'm in the passenger seat with someone else driving.
Damn.
So you
Okay.
never take Ubers or anything? You just always drive by
No,
yourself?
I mean like when they're driving super normal, but anytime anyone, I don't care how good you are of a driver, and I'm the same way. I drive fucking recklessly, but like I trust myself, obviously.
Yeah.
And if like someone's gonna kill me, hopefully it's me
Yeah.
Yeah.
on accident doing something fun.
Yeah. Of
God,
course.
I
Doing
hope that
something
clip is
completely-
never used.
Knock on wood.
But I don't remember what I was saying.
Yeah, but you have to you like to have fun when you drive.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah.
change the way you behave, other than like when you're in the passenger seat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I
all.
don't know how he couldn't have fun when he drives. I mean, he literally has some of the baddest cars. Like,
In the
I mean,
I
like,
definitely like know my limits though now, like because of that. Like I have a way better like feel on when's too far. I feel like
Yeah.
because like I like being in a car accident is like the most horrifying. I'll never forget. Like I have just like I can like play a video in my head of the sounds and the what it looked like.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking. I don't like the. If any of you guys have ever been in car accidents, like the noise of the two cars like hitting, like
Yeah.
that noise is just like fuck that shit. So I definitely actually like. I actually probably am more careful for
Well,
sure.
you're just you have no control of anything, right? Like you have everything that you thought you had control of, and like
And
the
you just
fun
have
that
to-
you were having is completely gone.
yeah.
My one question, not to be like insensitive or anything, but was the music still playing?
In the car.
Yeah.
I don't think we were playing music.
Fuck.
I think it was quiet.
Well, the TikTok I wanted.
What
to answer
what car were you in?
A Nissan 240 SX S14,
Yeah, so-
1995.
Yeah, so you don't just don't need music at that point.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, the brakes. The problem with the car accident was that the brakes didn't work. So that car was a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah. So we went 80 off a cliff.
Jesus, that's wow.
Yeah.
Who were you? You were a Maverick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
Jeez.
crazy.
Jeez.
Wow. Okay. By the way, yeah. That's crazy. So I wanted to bring it to another thing about like your past and something.
Bring it everywhere,
Yeah, bring
bro.
something before YouTube that I really want to hear about. It's the I think it was the ISA World Championships in Spain.
Right.
Before you left, before you had YouTube Cloud, before you had the channels, before you when you were really young, you went to Spain, traveled there for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
Talk me through that. What was that like?
Well, I've done it a couple times. Like pretty much.
What
a
is
bunch
ISA?
of different countries. ISA is International Scooter Association. It's like basically the world championship contest for scooters.
Yeah.
So it's like once a year. It's usually at different skate parks. It's like it's always held in Europe for some reason. Now that I think about it, but basically, I went there 2 years of competing in scootering. I qualified. Like basically, there's a nationals in the U.S. So there's like 5 different competitions. Say in the U.S., you take like is that a continent?
Yeah, like regionals. Yeah, North
So-
America's a continent.
Right. So you take North America, and there's like 5 contests, and then 10 people from each of those contests qualify for nationals, and then top 10 from nationals. So it's top 50 in the U.S. Top 10 go to worlds. So there's top 10 from the U.S., top 10 from Canada, top 10
Yeah.
from Europe and Australia, I think,
Damn.
and then one more somewhere else because there's 50 people that go to worlds, and then yeah, I did that 2 years in a row, and you literally just like go to Spain. I gathered up some money from like my sponsor gave me a couple $100. Some friends' parents gave me a couple $100 because I didn't have no money.
Yeah.
And I was literally crying because I qualified for Worlds and then I didn't have money to go.
You couldn't.
What?
So I was like in my sponsor, like I was on the title team, it wasn't on the pro team yet. So they only like help you out so much.
Yeah.
And
Wait, that's some bullshit.
How are you not on the pro team if you're qualifying for
for
Worlds?
Yeah.
because it's like skateboarding. I mean, you have to earn
Oh,
your
you
kind
have
of
to, like,
stripes.
jump in.
Like I don't know, like you kind of have
Over
to like
time?
prove your fucking self, and then they go, all right, this dude deserves to be on pro, like type shit.
But you like made it to Worlds.
So then, yeah. So then I like gathered up this money, couple different like $100 for here, couple here, 100 here, blah blah blah. Go to Spain. I'm just literally go there with my friends. Like it's just me when I was 15. Because
Yeah.
my parents didn't give a fuck where I went.
Yeah.
Like I would just be like, oh, I'm doing this, and then I would go. And then we did literally mob around Spain, like riding scooters. We buy fireworks. You could literally say anything. Like I used to be like the most obnoxious little kid to people probably, like because in Spain no one speaks English, so you could just like say absolutely anything to people, like anything. And we would just like fuck with people, like fireworks off, blow
Yeah.
fruit up, mess with the cops. Like it's
Yeah.
like the city of Spain is like Skate 4, like the game, or sorry, Skate 3. And then there's like street spots everywhere. So you just ride around, you just find shit to do, and then there's a contest, there's like practice, and then the contest, and then
Yeah.
and then you're with all your friends from around the world. Because scooter community of pros is like really tight niche.
Is it online too? Like, are you connecting with those people before you meet them?
Oh, on Instagram and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the scooter riders are like it's a really tight community. So it's like cool for that reason. You go to Spain and just like fucking mob around with your homies.
Even when it's in Europe, like, are you the because you're obviously the biggest scooter like person there is in the United States, athlete. But like, is it the same case in Europe? Is it
Oh,
the
I'm the-
crazy reception? Are you the biggest?
for sure in terms of numbers and name recognition, yeah, by far.
Jeez.
That's bigger than anything. I mean, you're known worldwide for what you do.
This is gonna sound really cocky, but I mean it to like put into perspective.
just say it.
I would probably say that I'm like the Tony Hawk of scootering.
100%.
That's pretty crazy.
100%.
Because
Because scootering's still super new, right?
maybe less in the fact of like pushing the sport in terms of tricks on my end, but like in terms of like numbers and growth and how much I've made scootering blossom in that aspect. Does that make sense?
Do you see opportunity? Because like Tony Hawk, right? Under my understanding, like he leveled it up through the games that he came out with, right? And that's how he reached a ton of new people and expanding the brand. What's that for you? Is it your YouTube channel, or is there even something bigger that you have in mind for how? Do you want to replicate that?
Like that's kind of what I said in the beginning of this is like sticking onto the scooter thing. I don't know if in terms of like that, because like scootering is not as big as skating yet. Like it's not in the X Games, it's not in the Olympics. So like I don't think I would like utilize scootering in that way. My thing for that is probably like all like the different businesses and things I'm like working on, and like things behind the scene that I hope pop and that I don't have to be famous.
Yeah.
Because I really don't care for it.
Yeah.
You don't like it, or you just don't care for it?
I love meeting people that support me, and I like that. I love that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But like I don't care to be famous at all. I never have. Like I don't really enjoy it.
You want to see yourself 5 years like
I
running this?
wouldn't want to be the Tony Hawk. Like he's still famous for that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he goes to the airport, no matter if you skate or not, you know Tony Hawk and you know what he looks like for some reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kinda
he's
sucks.
also like weirdly tall too. He's like for like a skateboard rider, he's like fucking 6'4".
Yeah.
He's just like a
Lengthy dude.
Yeah, you can just see him. You just
But yeah,
know Tony
I don't know. I'm just like I just enjoy doing what I'm doing right now, so I just continue doing it.
Yeah,
make videos. I love scootering. Like it's like that's one thing I'm passionate about. Like for some people it's running. For some people it's like that getaway, like playing music. That is literally my escape. Like I'm not happier doing anything else. Like in the morning, the best way I could start my day is to go to the skate park and like just ride around, no cameras, just like
Really?
yeah. That's like my favorite thing in the world. So
That is awesome. Yeah.
And you were talking about like behind the scenes stuff with like your like company, like just companies and stuff. Like
Right.
Your scooter brand, like your company, like are you trying to like push that more or like?
The scooter stuff, again, that's just like a dream of mine that came true. Like any pro scooter rider, any pro skater, BMX rider, if you get a signature frame, a deck, a scooter, like that's like the biggest deal for somebody like that. So for me, that's like really what that was. And then also it's like it makes sense because so many people start scootering because of me. It's like, oh, here's a really quality pro scooter for beginners that is like entry level price, but still really good quality.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I guess that's more of that. Those things kind of just sell themselves. Like I promote them because I like naturally fucking think it's cool. Yeah. And then I just basically collect a revenue check quarterly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's
Can't
amazing.
complain.
Yeah.
Can't complain about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's in like the future for you now? Like, what are you looking at? Are you doing TikTok? Are you looking at new media, or is it just expanding the scooter brand, expanding different ways to work in the business?
Not even the scooter thing is really just like a side little thing I got on the
Side hustle.
Yeah,
What's the
for
main?
fun.
Cause
Like-
you're talking about selling your car for 7 Bitcoin, right?
No, I was
Oh,
memeing.
you're joking?
I was
Okay.
memeing. No, but like my YouTube channel, my main channel, obviously, my podcast now. I dabble in like crypto and stocks. I'm now getting pretty involved in I'm starting my portfolio in real estate. I own an esports organization. I've invested in a couple like startups, like with a small like some stuff I do for them. What else? I own a merchandise business like Fanjoy pretty much, but we do merchandise for other influencers.
Yeah.
So actually it's a different model, but it's the same concept.
So you're working in all these either as an investor or as like a founder of it?
Yeah.
That's insane.
fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
That's awesome. So you're doing the Fanjoy, and then you're doing in the scooter industry.
And then the scooter stuff, that's a thing. And then like obviously like keeping up with brand deals.
Yeah.
Like you guys got this shit going. That's like
Manscaped.
I'm trying to get on this level.
Oh, Manscaped?
I just
yeah.
well I just mean like the podcast brand deals and like
yeah.
just like hustling all aspects and just kind of keeping up and everything and
Yeah.
loving it while I'm doing it.
That's amazing. So are you looking at like rent, like own real estate that you're renting? Like
Right.
That's the
Right.
great future, and just create
Apartment
passive
buildings.
income.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's literally the formula to get rich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get real rich.
Every time I meet a rich person, I always say like, "Oh, what's some advice you wish you told your 20-year-old self?" Or I say like, "Oh, what do you do?"
Right.
Like, obviously, ask them what they do. 95% of people do real estate.
100%.
Fact.
Yeah.
And then you meet like the one-off dude that founded Tinder.
Yeah, you
And
meet
he's
that
worth
one
$4
guy who's like
billion.
a tech genius.
Yeah.
And the entire thing is like all the incentives are to invest in real estate because it's the one thing the government can create, which is house. So you invest that money and you're not losing money because of the incentives.
I'm not like super educated to probably like teach people or even be speaking about it on here, but like like you basically like you put money into your house. Like say you buy a 6-unit apartment building,
Right.
and then in a couple years you can pull out your equity in the house. Like you can just have it back.
Yeah.
And then that rent pays for that house. And then now you have like $400,000-$500,000 that you put down on this house. You can actually take it out now and then you put it on this house.
Yeah.
And then in 2 years you do the same thing. And it's like there's so many loopholes in real estate that
It's insane.
nobody would know because they
Yeah.
don't teach you unless you pay for school or somebody teaches you.
And they don't teach you that in school. That's the worst part.
Of course not.
So who'd you learn that from? Like, how'd you learn how to? Because you're making. I know that you're making crazy money from YouTube over the years, but your dream is to take that, invest it, and to make it into more and more and more. Who's teaching you that? Like, who's teaching you how to handle your money?
Well, the drive itself has always came from me. I always tell people, like, my biggest advice is just take the right advice from the right people. So,
Yeah.
like, I ask a lot of questions, and, like, I hear a lot of bullshit, and I hear, like, very few good things. And, like, I ask so many questions that I eventually, like, I just naturally make a decision on feeling right about something, and then I do it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I feel like, I don't know, because, like, I didn't go to school, and then, like, I didn't really grow up very close to my parents. Like, I've always just kind of been on my own shit. Like, since I was 13, I've been traveling around the United States by myself.
Yeah.
And, like, from a very young age, I just realized, like, if I'm at the airport and I'm fucking scared and I don't know what to do, ask anybody. You know what I mean? So I guess, like, that's the same mindset with anything else. I just ask somebody.
You're independent, so when you have to ask other people, you become more comfortable with that. You
Right.
become more comfortable from learning from people
Yeah.
and admitting that you kind of know nothing about something.
And then, like, I didn't have very, like, I guess I didn't have, like, parent role models that I looked up to. Like, my mom's still around, like, and we get along and stuff, but, like, at a young age, we didn't get along, and then, so I didn't really have, like, a role model, I guess. So then I also looked at, like, all these people I looked up to, like, Roman Atwood has been a huge help to me, like, actually in real life, like, guiding me.
Really?
Yeah, there's people like Sean Holiday, who's, like, pretty much, I don't have a manager, but he runs my brand deal stuff, like, they own I actually co-own Space Station Gaming with them.
Okay.
So Sean Holiday, he's like a father figure to me, and like some people in scootering. Shout out Corey Keir. Like I have had so many different cool dad role models, and then I've just I guess absorbed different pieces of
Learn
their
from them, kept
personalities.
it going. Yeah.
And just like, and they show me by example, and then I'm a little kid, and I'm like I feed it into my brain, and then I do it.
Yeah, that's
like,
huge. Having those like people around you that can actually teach you the good shit, teach you how to stay on the right course.
Yeah.
Because your parents teach you so much, but they can't teach you everything, especially about real world stuff. And you don't always listen to what your parents say, but when you hear from somebody else, it's.
But that's the thing; they weren't even saying anything.
They weren't. No.
No, they just like I would just like skate park was my daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. I mean,
Just get rid of me and just go to skate park.
They were hands off, which was great.
Yeah.
But also, like,
it helped me in the out now. Yeah.
If you didn't have those other role models, do you think you would have been less prepared for what was happening when you grew older? Like if you didn't have other people that stepped in and taught you the stuff that maybe your parents weren't teaching you so much.
No, I would have figured it out myself no matter what. Like I've always had the same plan. It's just like a matter of how you get there.
Yeah.
So I feel like it for sure would have been the same. Maybe a little different outcome if I hadn't like met a certain girl or this or that. You know what I mean? But like no, I think I've always had the same vision.
Yeah.
How many girlfriends have you had?
2.
Just Taylor and what's your other?
Avalon was
Avalon?
my last ex. Yeah.
What was your longest relationship?
They were both about the same, like a year and 4 or 5 months roughly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, about the exact same.
Are you like just like looking for another fish? Or are you like
I'm kind of like free floating in a dinghy.
okay?
You know, like if a fish jumps in the boat.
Yep.
Letting the waves
I'll
take you
eat
where
That's a
it
it
pretty
goes.
good analogy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
I just made it up right now.
that was, hey, put it on a fucking.
Slap it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So I was curious, especially these guys.
I
maybe
love
not so
talking
much.
about girls.
Yeah,
It's so
These
fun.
guys, maybe not so much, but it kind of goes with car YouTube and also like the girls going in the cars. Like I think your most famous car videos
hell yeah.
are like poll reactions on.
Of course.
You know.
It's literally where you step on the
course.
engine, right? And you
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
see what the fuck happens.
Yep.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you just get the reaction how fast it is, because then they're like, "Oh, it's so fast."
Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
Why do you think those videos do so well?
Because I made her. Well, I didn't make her. She was about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
She was hell about it. Actually, in one of the videos, she was making jokes about like, "Oh, here, let me fix my boobs." But like, you make the thumbnail,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Boobies.
get some cleavage, because then when the car's bouncing, you know,
that's
people know what's gonna happen.
recoil. Man's mind right here.
Recoil, the recoil, bro.
Yeah.
Is that what got you, Burke? Like to start like that thumbnail?
I'm not gonna lie. I followed Taylor right after I watched one of your videos, and I was like,
Isn't that interesting? Like
Shit worked. Hey, shit worked. I told you.
I'm just. Yeah.
So you vlogged almost like every day. You said you missed like 5 days in like a year and a half of daily vlogging. So if he watched basically all your videos growing up, how much do you think he really knew about what was going on in your life versus how much do you think he knew, right? Because it's weird to think about now, like looking at it.
But like I watched him, but like literally, right when I stopped watching him is when they broke up. They sat down on the little like couch area.
Damn.
And you guys talked.
See, that's my worry.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got rid of it soon.
talked
I would have had
about
a lot more of him.
Yeah, exactly. But we talked about it, and
This is
Was
what
it
happens.
because of that?
Unsubscribe.
Like, truthfully, tell him. Like, was it because of that, or was it because?
Probably, yeah.
This is
honestly.
what happens when
I was a horny little fucking.
He's like, no fucking boobs. I'm out of here.
This is what happens when like the viewer actually isn't interested in the car; they're interested in the fucking girl.
Yeah.
There's like two types of viewers that were
exactly.
like it's the people who actually care about.
the boobs and then the cars.
Of course.
And I chose the boobs.
That's interesting. So you. Okay, so I see. This is so weird. We're seeing like the
strat
viewer
worked,
perspective
though.
and the creator perspective. Yeah,
The strat worked.
the strat works.
we
Damn.
need more boobs on the show, guys.
We do. Yeah.
We do need more titties.
I feel like that's burnt now, though.
Bird?
Titties?
Oh, no.
Actually, maybe not.
No.
Titties are definitely not burnt.
Dude, OnlyFans is popping off right now.
I don't mean like burnt to us. I just mean like it's
Oh.
burnt. It's like burnt to like use that as clickbait now.
True.
100%.
I had someone tell me. Actually, Alex told me. He like because we give each other like real advice. I guess we try to be honest to each other.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, because I watch your videos still." He's like, "Every time you do a video and like the thumbnail is like a girl and like some random shit, I usually don't watch it." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because I could tell that that was like your last resort."
Oh wow.
And I'd be like, sometimes I'd be like, "Damn, you're
He's
right."
brutally honest.
Yeah, I'd be like,
He'll
"You're
tell you.
right."
He is brutally honest.
So then like I stopped doing that. Like I've had girls in thumbnails when it's relevant, but like I stopped like because I would do that sometimes. Sometimes I watch in my vlog because I don't think of the thumbnail before them.
Yeah.
I like go and skim through it and like figure it out, and then
For sure.
stop doing that.
But then when you don't have an idea in the day, you're like, okay, where is like the really hot girl that I can use in a video? and
Not
film
even.
With?
Not
No?
even. I'm like way beyond that for sure.
Yeah.
If like, but then I have like sometimes girls are like around and then they're just like doing dumb shit and we're just filming them.
Like that one girl
And
that ate absolute
yeah.
fucking shit on the dirt bike.
Yeah, and then we're just like actually having fun. It's natural. It's not like,
Yeah.
yo, can you come over and like get in a bikini?
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's amazing. Real quick, I want to jump in real quick and say, hey, fellas, there's a lot going on in the middle of winter and storms brewing. It's cold as fuck right now in LA. Like it's
It
cold
is.
as hell
It's
and it's
freezing.
snowing in
Is
some
this a brand
places.
deal?
It is a brand
Let's
deal.
go.
Let's go. All right,
We
here's
can
the
talk
deal.
about nuts on this too.
I know. It looks like 1 to 3 inches are in the forecast when you trim that hibernation bush that's taking place in your pants. Make sure that you're walking around town with a beautiful pair of snowballs. Manscaped has the Manscaped 3.0. Kyle, what's the Manscaped 3.0?
So the Lawnmower 3.0 is the best in below the belt grooming. It has a 7,000 RPM motor that trims your nuts hair free. It's
also waterproof.
It's also waterproof.
What about you? Like, what's going on? Like, is it are you nicking?
I've never nicked.
I've never nicked.
My
That's
balls are
not a
clean as
single
hell,
time.
too.
Yes, and it's important because with winter going on, you got to stay shaven, stay clean. Make sure to do that with the Manscaped 3.0. 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code TheSync. That's 20% off for free shipping at manscaped.com/TheSync. That's Manscaped for making our winter wieners look so good. Oh my God,
Dude,
I just
they
read that
kinda-
last line. I didn't even realize I was supposed to read that.
Bro, they kind of went hard on this ad.
Yeah.
Dude, for making our winter wieners look so good. Thank you, Manscaped. All right, use
Why
that
is-
again,
why is
manscaped.com/TheSync.
wiener is always just like a funny ass word?
It's a funny word. Doesn't make any sense. All right, getting back to it, Tanner, you gotta tell me about your brand, TFox brand. How'd you build that up? You did that all by yourself in the beginning, right?
Yep. So where do you want me to start?
Start from the beginning. Like we're thinking about starting merch. Like we've done it, but we want to do it for real. We
Right.
did it for real.
Yeah. So I always wanted my own clothing brand. Like when I was like 12, me and my friend tried to start our own little thing. Like just as like I don't know, we were
Yeah,
12. Like we like
ironing
bought
on
shirts.
designs and
No, we
stuff?
like bought shirts at like the mall and those like iron them on for you type shit.
Hell yeah.
Like so I don't know. I always thought it was like really cool. And then there was this pro scooter rider, still is a pro scooter rider, Ryan Williams, and he had like this thing called Our Willie brand. So then like I really liked that. And then when I started like kind of blowing up on YouTube, me and my friend Jake at the time, my best friend, he had his YouTube channel and we were like really competitive.
Yeah.
And so we were always like, oh, I'm gonna come out with merch. No, I'm gonna come out with merch. Like, and then he'd like be like acting like he's working on his own art. And like we were both trying to figure it out because we're like both 15. And we're like both competitive, so we didn't want to like do it with each other. We were like
Yeah.
trying to show each other that we knew how to do it, kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so eventually, I found I knew this random lady who owned a scooter store just because I was a scooter rider, and she always had these like hats and shirts from her shop because it was called Pro Ride.
Yeah.
It was like everyone in the scooter community knew it was a big shop. Blah blah. So I like randomly messaged her. Her name is Jessica, and I said, "Hey, like I want to sell my own like stuff. Can you help me get hats with this logo that I like had a fan make?" I literally sent him a photo of my signature on a whiteboard, and then he added a tail underneath it. So that was
that's the TFox logo now.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
we've reinvented it, so it's like better now. But like
Yeah.
before, it was literally that font was like my Sharpie writing. And then I had my mom. My mom's a real estate agent, so the website guy from their office, like she just was a real estate agent there. I like got him to come over to my house when I was 15. I paid him to teach me how to make a website, and then so I made my own website, and then I like got like some help from Adam LZ, who's like a big YouTuber also.
Yeah.
At the time, he was bigger than me. He already had his own brand. He taught me like, get these like, polyester bags or whatever they're called off eBay, use ShipStation, all this different stuff. And then I found like a local place that printed shirts. So I went there to get my shirts, and then I had Jessica from the scooter store help me get my hats. And then she basically gave me like 500 hats, I think it was. I didn't have a car, so my friend had to drive them down. 300 hats, 500 shirts. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then I set up the whole thing in my mom's like small, I think it was like 1,800 square foot, like little beach house in Ocean Beach in San Diego.
Like a mini
Small
office.
little beach town. No, in the house. Like the house was 1,800 square foot.
Okay.
Yeah, like my house. So I set up the whole little camp in our living room, which was like very small. So it was like just a couch, a little bit of room, TV. And then like sold out of the stuff as soon as I dropped it. It was like $15,000 worth of product once it was sold. So then I had
How many subscribers did you have then?
500K because
Yeah,
I dropped it
500K.
for my 500K. Like that was my 500K shirt, and then
Okay.
I had like a TFox hat, like a dad hat. So I started.
So you made
literally
15K, right? First
Yeah,
drop.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
then I was like fucking hyped.
Yeah.
And then I had to figure out how to ship all the stuff. So I'm like in my house by myself, like pulling the stuff, packaging it, typing each address into ShipStation. I bought a label printer. I was literally doing every single order. And then I like met I met some kids who are now like my really good friends. His name's Zay Solis. He came over and like I paid him to like help me hourly, and he would like type the labels and I would pack everything.
Right.
It took 18 hours to do the first drop, and I was like I was supposed to leave to Spain that week. It was in the summer to go to Spain for the World
For the
Championships.
ICS,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was like trying to focus on my pro scootering career, like also be really into that. But then like now YouTube's taking over my life. So I was like, fuck, I don't know how I'll ever do this again. So after Spain, I got back because I pushed those orders out. I went like 9 hours one day, and then it would have been 9 hours the next day because it was like 18 hours. I remember it took. And then went to Spain, came back. I had ordered more hats from that lady Jessica, she hit me up and was like, yo, what did you ever do with those hats? And I was like, yeah, she gave me more hats. And
Yeah.
then she said 4 months later, because I never sold merch again because I didn't have time. And then she's like, what'd you do with those like extra hats I gave you the second time? Because she was like tripping on how I sold them out so fast. And then she's like, where are those hats? And I said, oh, they're in my attic or in my like little loft we had storage.
Right.
Like I can't do nothing with them. I don't have time. And she's like, what? And then she got the idea and saying, hey, let's meet up. I have like a proposal for you guys. Because she had this like, scooter store and extra office upstairs. So she said, hey, I have an extra employee. He can ship all your stuff, and then you just give me like, we worked out a deal. And like you just,
Yeah.
I'll just
Built
pay
up
you.
operations.
Right. Yeah. So then she started doing that out of her small office. She figured it out. We did our first like legitimate drop. It was like wristbands, hoodie, hat, shirt, like super basic shit. And then I was like, still, I didn't know how I was gonna do. But it's way more legit stuff than like what I had done. Cause I was like, bro, I
The
like
quality
had
get better, or is
yeah, big time. Like it looked more legitimate. Cause then I had also ordered like stickers from this like random website, and they were like these little square shitty stickers. I would send them to people in an envelope, bro, cause I was shipping them myself, literal envelope, and I'd like put a stamp on it and shit. So then Jessica
probably cost you more to send it than it did making it?
Probably. So then we started doing it out of her office. We had our first drop ready to go. It was right after I broke my leg too. So I had like that whole hype thing going, and like I don't know, people like
You got more views at the time.
people
We've
fucked with the
grown-
vision. They
Yeah.
all like, so the merch was perfect time to launch, but I didn't even realize that. We drop it. I remember 8 a.m. Guess how much we did in the first 30 minutes?
5,000.
I'm 16.
You're 16. First 10 minutes of your
First
second drop.
first official drop.
First official drop.
30 minutes, 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. In that time frame, guess how much money?
$20,000 would be insane.
Guess.
I bet it did 100K.
Well, that's great. No.
35.
It was 100.
100K in
Jeez.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Fuck. How many? You had like 500K subscribers then, right? You had so an insane viewer base.
Actually, at that point, 'cause remember months had passed.
Yeah.
So I did the 500K drop. Months had passed. I got in the car accident, and then I think at the time of the car accident, I had 2.2 million.
Okay. Because that video blew up, 80K subscribers in a day.
Yeah, so in the time frame of these like couple months that I was talking about, I would like collab with Roman Atwood. I got my GTR, like all this shit happened. So I grew a bunch, collab with Tanner Brongard, Sean Duras, like did all this cool shit, and then the merch
perfect
drop.
Perfect time. Wow. So were you making money before then? Like you're making money, but were you making 100K money?
I think I was making for sure like good money, yeah, because my AdSense had kept going up. Like it had to have been at least over 50K at that point.
50K a month?
Yeah.
Wow. 50K. That's insane.
So I was like, I had already bought my GTR.
Yeah. So you're already starting to make real money.
Yeah, but it was like crazy because like I literally just wanted to make the brand because I actually thought it was cool. And then like obviously I knew that the other stuff sold out, but I was still like worried
that no one would buy it, right?
You don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So and then it was all this new stuff, couple different designs, like blah blah blah, and then it did really.
That has
really
to feel
well.
pretty good though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And then,
like you're just like sitting there because like you.
I was shitting my
live.
pants, dude.
Yeah.
I called
Take
Jessica
relief off
and
your
she had stayed up
shoulders.
all night working on the website, and I called her like 8 a.m. and I was like freaking out, and then she was like half asleep, but she like started freaking out because she didn't know either.
Yeah.
And then so she's stressing because we have this tiny office space, and then so she's like, holy fuck, how am I gonna get all these orders out? I'm trying to think how many orders it would have been. It would have been like at least 5, like that month had to have been like 10,000 orders.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, with one employee.
And still in that small office on the second floor of the skate shop.
Yeah, tiny. And then from that, TFox brand grew. We ended up getting a warehouse. We don't own it, but we lease a big warehouse, like 8,000 square foot. And then basically how my merchandise business, I guess, blossomed in a way was like when I was like 17 and like I was just go. And like at one point I kind of realized that like we had like 8 to 12 full-time employees at the warehouse. We still do, but like at this point also we still had this many employees. So I like got this really big burden of stress all of a sudden. I was like, holy shit, if I don't sell merch, like none of these families eat.
Yeah, they don't have jobs.
And like that was a lot of fucking pressure for a 17-year-old because I was like, okay, I gotta keep going. And then like I had an editor who had like he had a kid and like he had a wife. And so I'm like, okay, if I don't send him an upload because I was doing daily vlogs, I was like, if I don't send him an upload, he ain't getting paid. Like fuck. So like that pushed me to keep posting. Same thing with the merchandise.
Yeah.
So then at one point I was like, all right, I don't know how long I can daily vlog, push merch, do brand deals, Hot Wheels, this, that, all these different things, traveling. And I was like, okay, how do I get the stress off my back? So then I started like kind of hitting up some of my other friends, and she did a really great job with my merch. So like I was like, oh, I just like if we can do the same amount of sales I'm doing, but with other people, then like not my problem. Like no, it still is my problem. It's my business, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's less of
they would take care of the day to day.
It's not putting all my eggs in one basket
for sure.
Type beat. So, so we started doing that, and then like it's been like over the last 3 years, it's been a struggle, like kind of finding our ins and outs of it because no one taught us.
Yeah.
Jessica does an amazing job. She runs the whole like show. I really help.
So she's still there,
bringing people there.
With you the entire.
Oh yeah, we own the business together.
That is
amazing.
amazing.
So then from TFox brand, what I said is I didn't say that. We started Premier Icon, which is our merchandise business, and now 3 years later, we have 15 really solid clients we're stoked on. We're not like the FanJoy type where we're like, fuck yeah, we'll sign you, let's go. Like we like to pick people that like actually really want to build their brand, they're passionate about it the same way I was. Right. Because also Jessica got like, she always said she got like insanely lucky with me the first time because we've dealt with like a lot. There's a lot of really great ones, but we've also dealt with like some pretty shitty influencers that like make her be like, fuck, I thought they were all gonna be like you. Yeah. So then now.
Probably a lot more demanding. They want the perfect thing.
They just like, they don't have the same vision, or they don't want to put the money up front, or they don't want to promote it. Like there's so many different things because they're just not passionate about it. Yeah. Like that's why I always say when you're passionate about something, it works because all those things come naturally instead of having to think, oh, I have to do this and I have to make this post and take these photos and shit. So then we were just like really more focused on finding good clients that like had the same vision as us and we could really grow with. So now, I mean, we're still growing, but like in 3 years, we've come a really long way and like feel really good about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. When you hit that first, like the $100,000 drop, right? You had that 30 minutes. Was the drops after that? Were you just growing? Like, was it increasing, or was that like it wasn't just like huge, and you had to figure out a way to keep that going.
Yeah, merch was like hot. Like this is before Jake Paul and Logan Paul did merch. Like,
really? Okay, so weirdly, in my mind, I felt like you came after with merch.
No. They started vlogging. I'm not gonna say cause of me, but like
Logan did say he did it.
He did tell me he influenced from me.
Okay,
and like Jake was asking me how to start merch.
Jake asked you.
Yeah.
Wow, and he was.
We didn't help him.
Right.
But this is before he started FanJoy. So same thing, like way back in the day. But yeah, Logan used to say, which I think is fucking cool because I'm heavily inspired by Logan in so many ways. He said he like studied my videos when he was going to start vlogging.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Yeah.
That's insane.
That's pretty
I did not know about that.
It's weird to think that because like I mean they're older than you, but it's
Right.
weird to think that like I mean you've been on YouTube way longer than they have.
Yeah.
By I mean like 5.
2011. So
I think
10 years.
Yeah.
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 10 years is you're one of the early YouTubers, like the Philip DeFranco age, right? Without
Yeah, but I like didn't become a YouTuber
Right.
till like 15.
Yeah, you were doing it subconsciously without
Yeah.
even realizing you're gonna become a YouTuber.
Right. Totally. Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. So merch is at that point now. Do you think that changed her life? Sorry, Jessica, right?
Oh hell yeah.
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 And
She's like a mother to me. Same thing I mentioned earlier. How like I like lack role models as parents in some aspects of life.
Yeah.
Like she filled a very empty void in that way. And like she's been like a mom to me and that's taught me so much. Same thing. Shout out Jessica Guzman. Like she's guided me in so many good directions, like a parent would. She treats me like one of her kids. So
That's
She-
amazing.
and we have a really good relationship. We get along.
She
good
had
bit.
like no idea that this was even like.
No, not at all. Because I was just like I was just like a random scooter kid, like that was always around. And they had ride days at their shop.
Yeah.
And they had like ramps, so I would always like go over there and do ride days and like ride with the kids. Because I was like a pro, so I would always be there. And yeah.
Were you always skating there from the beginning? Was that like kind of like the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
spot? Okay.
yeah.
So that place has got to be famous for being like the place that created.
So it's closed now.
Right? It's closed now.
Yeah, because I mean we started
because
killing
you guys
it.
are doing it. They're not opening it like
yeah.
Okay. It closed just to create.
The money in scootering is not compared to
Yeah.
social media.
Of course. Yeah.
So she naturally just it phased out.
Yeah.
She held on to it for a while, but sold the company.
So
Or
like
just closed it actually.
going off like signature lines and stuff too. Like I mean everyone as a kid had Hot Wheel toys.
yeah, we
Like
gotta talk about
what's
this.
that like for you? Like getting your car that you own like into a Hot Wheel.
Into a Hot Wheel. That's crazy.
That was like that was like the one of the coolest things ever. Still will be. I feel like for always that didn't make none of that was English.
Yes. No, I know.
That's how amazing
I understand.
it is.
I understand.
Awesome. Yeah, that was like one of those other things that like I just kind of questioned myself, like what could I accomplish? And I was literally like, who doesn't want a signature Hot Wheel? So the partnership started from seriously scratch. Like it was our idea, and we went after it. It wasn't like Hot Wheels approached me and I was just fell in my lap. That was like a thing. Me and Sean Holiday, he was like my brand guy.
He's the brand- okay.
Yeah. So we just went out and tackled that and like actually made it happen, which is crazy because basically he got connected with someone from Mattel randomly, threw my name in the mix of some other conversation.
That's the toy company, right?
Right. Mattel
okay.
owns Hot Wheels. And then he threw my name in the conversation. Then we met up. I did something for them, I think for free, just to like, like fucking help us out. Yeah. So and then they ended up paying me for like a one-off deal. And then from that one-off deal, like then we'd have meetings and I started meeting all the people from the company and we just did like a great job. And I was like, it was a good fit. I was hyped about the brand and I was like, I'm good at showing excitement about anything. So like it worked out. And then that contract, we worked together for like a year and then I just did like not bitch work, but like brand shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like,
Like
you had a bigger vision though,
yeah,
but you're doing small
exactly.
brand deals for them. Right.
And then after like a year, then at the end of that year, I got the Hot Wheel. But it's like the whole year, it was like this Easter egg that they never said I was gonna have.
Yeah.
But then we like knew it was gonna happen at the end of the year. And then they had like been working on the low, like they had it in production. And then so like I just never really knew if it was gonna happen or not. And then it happened.
Damn.
I mean, it literally has to be like. I mean, every kid has played with a Hot Wheel.
Yeah, it's like the coolest thing ever.
At some point
and like
in their life.
the other cool thing to me is like people sell those cars on Amazon, like the collector's edition, not Amazon, eBay, for like some I saw for I've seen one for $1,000 for like but like most of them are posted for like 200 to 500. It's like the premium edition car, and like I just think that's so cool that like again like one day humans die when I die, like those cars if that car's worth anything.
Yeah,
signed by me.
sick.
That's cool to me.
Was it the green wrap or was it the white wrap on it?
Green, green and black. That was also another weird thing. It's like I built that car and that the timing of that lined up with the contract. Like stars just aligned on that whole thing. And then like my car had its own following and they loved the story of it. It all worked.
Yeah.
So like
How many like toy cars do you have like of that?
I have two different ones. The second year, I did another contract with them for the year, and then I bought the Porsche with part of the money I made from Hot Wheels the first year. And then so that made me a second contract with them because then we did another car the second year. So that was like my idea with it. Well, it's like also like a good use of money. Like I don't know. It's like it was resourceful. Like I just bought the car with the first paycheck, and then I got a second paycheck the second year because I bought that car, and then I just sold the car after. So I mean,
That's
play. And then I wrapped the space station, I wrapped the Porsche Space Station Gaming colors, which is my esports org. So then it had the logo and stuff on the car. So then for just brand awareness is cool because we had like a Space Station Gaming Hot Wheel.
Oh, you put it in the car, so then it branded the car with. Oh, wow. Okay,
So it was like
the Tanner Fox Empire.
It was very
branded into. Yeah, that's awesome.
It was very resourceful, like that whole thing.
Hell yeah.
What is the esports organization that you own? What do you mean by that?
Space Station Gaming.
What does that mean, owning an organization? Because
you know,
own a team, or you own like, what does that mean?
So pretty much like imagine the Lakers owning a basketball team, a football team, a tennis team, hockey team, all these different sports.
Right.
So we have like Space Station Gaming is the Lakers essentially, and then we have like different professional gaming teams that play for us. So we have like Rainbow Six, Rocket League, PUBG, like all these different games, and then they compete.
Are you doing that because you think gaming is going to be the next big thing?
It is. It already is.
Yeah.
It passes traditional sport numbers.
Yeah.
It's insane. But that opportunity was brought to me by Sean Duras. He's one of my influencer friends. He's a YouTuber and a crazy entrepreneur, one of the smartest guys I know. He's business partners with Sean Holiday.
Okay.
When I was like 17, he wanted to start this esports organization because he's always been passionate about gaming, and it was like this really cool opportunity. And like, there's just like, I don't know. And it was like unique to me because I got paid by companies to ride scooters for them. So like to me, I didn't grow up playing video games at all. Surprisingly, like I don't know how to play Call of Duty at all.
Same, bro.
So like to me, it was like those companies paying me. It's like we pay those guys to ride for us, but they're playing for us. Games.
It's the same. You're taking a different role.
Yeah. So Sean wanted to start this. And there's also like a ton of room for opportunities in the space of esports. And we were like Rainbow Six World Champions 2020.
That's fucking
wow.
dope.
Yeah. So that was like a really cool big deal.
It's getting on the ground floor. We started seeing gaming, which is we just upload content on TikTok all the time of us playing these games that are trending, and we can tell from the numbers. It's crazy what they're into, and it's the future. Like, do you think that gaming was around and phase a lot, but it's gonna get? You think
it's only gonna continue getting bigger.
What
and
could
bigger.
it look like?
And dude, like the future, like that sports, like that is sports.
Like when fucking
that is sports.
When COVID fucking hit, all the NBA players were just playing fucking 2K.
Yeah, and
on
there's
Sportsnet.
e-racing now. Like there's e-racing, there's e-wrestling, like there's you name it, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's like golf, e-golf.
And people watch it. Like
you could do it everything. And
you
then
think it could take over sports? Like
it already does with numbers.
Like it literally did when COVID hit. Like we literally fucking did.
It's just like we like.
Like
I mean,
you're gonna
we don't exactly see it, but like I mean like I don't exactly see it like that just because I don't watch as much gaming as. But I mean like it totally does.
And it took a lot for me to really like fathom it and believe it because I'm an action sports guy that like doesn't fully understand the video game space, and then so I'm like bullshit. But no.
And I feel like I understand it, but I'm getting that I'm not understanding how crazy. Because I think it can be huge, like to the biggest degree that it can be, but I never saw it as being like a real competitor to real action sports where people can actually go out and practice physically how to do it.
Big time. And then it's cool, like Space Station Gaming, it's like a very new org. Like you take like FaZe Clan, it's been around in the game, in the flesh.
Right.
Space Station Gaming, like for how much we've come up in like the past 3 years being a new org and how much like skin we have in the game, like literally skin in the game.
Yeah.
We have skins on Rocket League and Rainbow Six.
That's awesome.
So like we literally have skins in the game.
Yeah.
Quick little pun. Not a whole lot of people can say that.
No, but and then my involvement mainly on Space Station Gaming was like bringing social awareness to it and like growing the socials and like kind of like starting the brand because it was like in the dirt before. Like it was literally not out of the, like there was no sprout.
You joined it or did you start it at the beginning with it?
We co-founded it, me and Sean.
Okay.
That was just more my part. And then I helped a lot like in the merchandise department in the beginning of it. And then like really helping kind of like get the thing running. Cause also, I mean, if you're trying to promote an esports org and like get brand sponsorships and you guys only have 4,000 followers on Twitter, which is the most important platform for gamers. Twitter is huge.
Yeah,
you need Twitter presence.
All the game news comes from Twitter.
Yeah, so like that was me, and like if there's one thing I'm good at is coming in and blowing an account up if I need to. Like I'm good at that.
Right.
Like, your podcast blew up in fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then
the
like
numbers on there 2 weeks is
crazy.
insane.
And then like my dog has like my golden retriever has 150K. My car has 600K. My TFox brand account has 800K.
Jeez.
Damn.
So that's why they saw value in that. So like and then it fit right because like I was excited about it and it made sense to me and I'm really excited about it and always talking about it on Twitter. And
Yeah.
Do you ever like think of like just selling like a random Instagram account, like your dog account, to like someone?
people always DM me because I have @Kiki,
Oh, that's a big
so
one.
people always
Yeah.
want the name.
Yeah. What's your
like
date? Oh yeah.
Oh my bad.
No, I was just saying, what's your day to day? Because it sounds like you're kind of
Just
you're the
living.
Elon of like young social media.
Whoa.
No, but I'm saying that because you literally listed out 3 major companies that I view as the future in the same way
And you're
everything that
already in 'em.
Not in
Elon's
the
doing-
future of like meaning so much to the world.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
It's gonna change your game.
The esports thing, different conversation.
And also, your understanding of social media and how to grow stuff is going to be rewarded so much
That's
in
true.
the future. It's the same thing, I think.
Yeah, I would like to do bigger and better things, but thank you. That was one of the best compliments I think anyone's ever said to me. So
Great.
I'll take that. I'm blushing.
Yeah, it's just like less quantum physics and like
Yeah, less quantum
more or
physics.
less-
Yeah, bro.
and
Hey,
factories,
but if I was
More thumbnail photos.
if I went to school, I would have been a what are they called? Something engineer. Why the fuck can't I think of this right now? I'm sorry.
Like a
I
good-
should know. What is Elon?
Elon is a
Aerospace engineer. That's what I was.
You would have been
sorry.
there.
I don't know why the fuck did I space on aerospace, but
That's what-
yeah, I like.
that's what you want to do.
I was hella into math.
Fuck
Really?
hmm
Well,
Math
why'd
is
you like
so
math
hard.
so much? Was it like figuring it out at the end, or is it like,
I don't know what it was. I just like numbers worked for me.
damn? Do you
Like I got some like weird shit. Don't put me on the spot right now. But like, bro, on
Human
some weird
calculator.
shit, dead ass. Like my friends. Oh fuck! I'm trying to think of the scenario the other day. We had to do some like random math question. It was like, my friend's like, oh, for some reason, what's 150 times fucking 20? Said some random ass shit,
Right.
but it was like a odd number. Like, and I said I like was like 960, and then I literally did it before my friend next to me had time to do it on his calculator, and then like. I've just done that so many times, and it's like a joke between some of me and my friends.
is that a thing? Like, you have a human calculator in your head or something?
Yeah, like,
Really?
but I don't even do the math, bro. I feel the number, like it just
Really?
feels right. I can like gauge the percentages of like.
So we have to
I can't
test
even
you right
explain it. I can't even explain
4,777 divided by 3, roughly.
it. So I didn't even hear what you said.
4,777
See,
divided by
you
3.
put me on the spot, so now I'm gonna like. It's like when I do roughly. I have to like really go there mentally. Sorry, I still have not processed the question. But now I sound like I'm lying. Ask me something else.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna sound stupid, but like this shit works sometimes.
8,400 divided by
8,000
5.
400 divided by 5.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. See, I can't even. I don't even want to try.
That's
'cause
1,600. Yeah.
I don't want
That
to.
was that was the answer, but
1600.
I couldn't feel it. See, okay, it's a weird
It's a
thing.
feeling.
No,
You-
like
you can
no,
feel
I know
the
what you mean.
ratio.
It
You
like
can feel
it
the
like has
percentage.
to happen.
No, like it will just click and it will feel right. It's really
I get what you
stupid and
mean.
it sounds hard to explain.
You're like,
But
oh,
like that's why I don't know. I always liked math. I don't know. It just worked like for that reason.
It's kind of when you have like the perfect.
I'm
thing
not
to
like
say.
saying I'm smart. I didn't even graduate 9th grade.
yeah, but you're that type of. You're like that Alex Warren smart is the way we describe it. It's like the kid that, and a lot of the kids like who don't go to
Different-
high school,
different
drop out of college, but they're able to. They have practical skill. They
I'm
have the
mad
bit-
I didn't answer your question because I was like, now that you said the answer to it, it was really simple. And like I couldn't even.
You just thought about it too much.
Yeah.
You just thought about it too much.
You guys are making me think too hard. Ask me another one.
Another
one?
4,800 divided by 12. Oh, that's easy. 7,876.
That's fun.
Just go ahead.
Divided by
7,000. You said.
yes. Let's do 7,800 divided by 5.
Fuck.
7,800.
I'm just gonna say
divided by 5.
1,230. I didn't even think about it. I
That's
could be
pretty
off.
close. 1,560. 1,560.
I was okay. I was like 200 off. I just pulled that number out of my ass. Like I didn't even think about the math. Anyways, Anyways,
How many speeding tickets have you gotten?
all like 30.
Really?
Good 30.
Jeez.
So
I don't have any points on my record though.
Wow.
So like, how does that? Do you just, did it get to a point where it's just like assumed that like you were just gonna like start getting like once you get like 10 speeding tickets, I feel like you're like fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, I've never had I've never got my license taken away. You need 3 points on your license, I
Like
think.
3 at a time, right?
Yeah. So I never had 3 at a time. That was always the thing.
How do you get a point on your
But
license?
I've been pulled over like 35 times. For
What was
sure.
your fastest?
I've probably
speeding ticket?
gotten like a good 10 tickets. That it's probably more realistic.
How the fuck do you get out of them?
Yeah.
Like how have you gotten out of 25?
Dude, like to be honest, like I hope no cops are listening and then want to go target me for this. But like I literally I'll get pulled over. Cop comes up to my window. I always am respectful. Or I match his energy. I always try not to be a dick because then that doesn't get you anywhere. And then usually the cop will be a dick to me at first and then give me your ID. And he reads my ID. And then like one time I was on my phone in my truck and then this cop pulled me over. He's all being a dick. And then he reads my ID. He goes, "What do you do?" And I was like, I was in a bad mood for some reason. And then like he was also being a dick to me in the beginning. So I was like, I make money. And he's like, what do you do? I was like, I make money. He's like, but like something on the internet, or I'm like, I make money. He's like, you're an FMX guy? Because I had a Monster hat on.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, oh dude, I make YouTube videos. He's like, oh, I thought it was you. He's like, my son watches you.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but he was like being a dick to me at first. Same thing. One time I was giving a fan a ride in my GTR going 100. I went 110 miles an hour.
Jeez.
And I got clocked in a 45 zone.
That's fucked.
The cop pulled me over. Same thing. He said, he said, step out of the car. I was like, oh my God. Because I knew I was going really fast. He walks me back to his bike. He's like, what does that say? And I was like, 104. He radared me. Or that's what it was, 104. And then he, same thing. He said his daughters watched me, and then he let me go. He said, don't do it again.
What was your fastest speeding ticket?
That's so crazy.
Our fastest getting pulled over.
This is another thing, man. Like, I could be talking shit right now, but like I also feel like I have a weird. I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel like I have a really good instinct of when cops are gonna show up, bro.
Have you ever had?
I got like this weird sixth sense.
tell?
And
Yeah,
I'll
know
be
exactly what you're
bro.
talking
I'll
about.
be chilling, and I'll be like, oh,
There's
I
gonna
know,
be a cop up
I
here.
know I can speed right now, and I'll just be flying, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, weird feeling. Slow down, cop behind the bridge.
Yeah.
That's happened to me way too many times.
So I don't know. I've gotten really lucky. Like one time I passed a cop doing 115, and he didn't pull out, and it's even.
Really? He didn't notice it?
Yeah, he just nutted in me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What was that term?
I said he didn't pull out.
He didn't pull out.
So then I had
Oh.
to finish the joke.
I was like, is that a reference? Or
I got his ass though.
No, that's just nutting and
The
stuff.
thing is,
He's like, wow. He's like, wow, true, yeah.
Kai's so on edge now about if you're gonna make a car reference or not, and if he's just gonna get absolute he's like, oh fuck, like I gotta be ready for the
was
car
that in the
reference.
P1? That was in the P1?
Yeah, the P1, yep.
Yeah, the $3.5 million best McLaren ever made.
They're only $1 million.
No way.
Mhm.
First P1?
McLaren P1s, $1 million.
Damn. This kid doesn't
No,
even
yeah,
fucking
do
know
you
cars,
know
man.
cars, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The P1 came out. It was $3.5 million.
I believe that, but they're $1 million now.
I'm not exactly in the market. for
F1,
P1.
McLaren F1, like $15 million.
Is that the three-seater?
Yep.
Damn.
The car, it has the passenger seat and the driver's seat is in the middle.
Wait,
so it has,
what?
so it's like a cockpit, right? And
It's supposed to be like a race car.
there's two seats on the side, and then like you sit literally 2 feet away from the front of the car.
So you're center of gravity, basically.
Okay, so you're in
I
the
guess
middle,
that'd be the idea, I think.
and then you got the two passengers on the side of you.
Yep.
It's also like it's really funny. Like to get into like this car that's millions of dollars, you have to go over like whatever seat you're.
What's that guy, something Bean from a movie?
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
You know, he had one and he wrecked it like 3 times and rebuilt it every single time. And then still sold it for like $20 million.
What? Like the actor or in the movie?
Yeah, the real life guy.
Oh, Rowan Atkinson?
Right.
Jesus. Yeah, no, I'm sure he was also, what
probably
was that one
better.
movie? He was also,
Rat Race?
No, he was in Rat Race, but
Yeah.
the spy movie. Johnny English.
Oh
Yeah, that was crazy. Tanner, tell us a little bit about your podcast real quick. Then I want to intro it to Sync Helps, which is like our fans send us emails about their personal problems and things that they're going
Oh,
through.
cool.
And then we give them advice, and it just they don't know which guest is going to be. Today's Tanner Fox. He's going to give advice, but tell them real quick where they can find your podcast.
Same place you could find TheSync.
Yeah,
In the
check it out.
bathroom.
It's in
No, that was a joke. That was another pun because you sing. Come on.
yeah.
No, but
different spelling, but
hey, but come on.
hey, yes,
Man's got puns.
yeah.
You definitely got puns with the name of your podcast.
Yeah, no Fox given. On iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, all the
You have
good
to have
shit.
a hard time. You have to have a really hard time trademarking that with Fox Media.
That's why we called it that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. You gotta
Like a super hard time.
Yep.
change it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I
Two
was
X's?
gonna do FOX. No, and then we just did FOCCast, so it looks like it says fucks, but with
Yeah.
an O.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's get into it. Sync helps. If you guys have any problems, anything that you're going through, anything you want to get off your chest, email us at TheSync Guys, this is an update to a story. So real quick
We
synopsis.
have a fan coming back.
Yeah, we have a fan coming back. This
Don't
is
tell me. Don't
yeah.
tell me.
I get to
Oh.
give them advice.
You get to give him advice. So let me give a real quick recap of the first email we got. Okay, she's great. I believe she's 22 years old. She's 22 years old in college. It's Jenny again. Yes, the 22-year-old. And basically, what happened the first time was she's hanging out with this guy that would always ask her to come over. They would just hook up, and then eventually she's like, I think I got to ask him the question of like, what are we?
The scary
Right?
question.
The scary question.
Scary question. You
She
know
put
it's a
she
scary
put her hand on his chest while they were cuddling. Yeah.
And he just
Looks
slowly
him in the
moved
eyes, looks him in the eyes, and he just knows it's fucking coming.
Yeah. So we gave her advice, and it was Chris was on the episode that day, and we told her, hey, because over and over again it's happened where he just wants to fuck, and then that's it.
Of course.
And so it's like he's not interested. We know
He's
what
just
this
a
is
dog.
like.
He's just a dog.
Are we giving the girl advice? Or
We're
the guy
giving girl advice.
Okay.
Right. But then Chris's advice was, you know what? Wait, I think what was your exact quote again?
It's just exercise.
It's just exercise. And that she should see it as just exercise. And we're like, no, if you want a relationship, he's not going to give it to you. That was our advice. So she responds after continuing to see the guy.
You told her if you... you
I
stop.
I told her to stop. If she wants a relationship, it's not going to happen. But if she just wants to fuck,
And now
go for
she
it.
kept doing it, and she's messaging you again.
We'll
So,
see.
look-
All right, let's
go
do
ahead,
it.
go ahead.
It's Jenny again. Yes, a 22-year-old. You guys asked for an update, so here it is. Something probably nothing too exciting though.
Wait, start
I'll
that
warn
over.
you.
Start that over.
All right. It's Jenny again. Yes, the 22-year-old. You guys asked for an update, so here it is. Probably nothing too exciting, though. I'll warn you. It does get pretty exciting. First, you guys' reaction to my initial email was absolutely hilarious. I thought it was refreshing to hear from someone who wasn't 13. Also, I'm in the middle of nowhere, good old Kansas. All right, let's get into it. I absolutely died and also appreciate your advice, especially Kyle and Ethan's. Definitely applied it and felt a bit wiser on how to understand dudes. Chris, on the other hand, I love you, but your advice absolutely sucks. But it was honest and genuine, so I respect that. Moving on. So here's the update. I pulled back with Josh and just didn't see him for a week and a half or so, which I was also busy, so it just didn't happen. But then it was like Sunday evening or something, super unexpected, and he called me. I didn't answer, and then he kept on calling me. I was just beating around the bush and never gave him a straight answer after he said, come over. I just kept hitting him with, I don't know, I'm tired. After like 45 minutes, I finally gave in because a girl needs what she needs.
Fucking legend, Jenny.
Fucking
You
legend,
completely
Jenny.
listened to what I told you. And
Yeah.
I said it would work. I said, just completely pull back for a second, and it will work.
Wait, no, the guy still wants
He's still
to fuck.
fucking, bro. You
That's
got,
what I'm saying.
that's
That's
what-
what I'm saying.
You got
saying-
no
I'm saying
progress.
I'm saying you pull away from what, and then now,
What the guy
and then
wants,
now,
and then she
now
wants
she's
it.
on like a
she
better
doesn't
page.
sound like she needs help. She sounds like she wants to have sex.
Yeah.
She just wants dick.
But she also doesn't want to feel like she's just being there to give the guy like pussy. It's just
So
more like,
here's
I
my
wanna, like-
advice. Here's my
Yeah.
advice. Whenever someone fucks me over, I make sure that I fuck them over.
Yeah.
So
Or fuck them harder.
make sure you go in there with the mindset that you're the one using him.
Oh.
You're
pegging
using him.
mentality.
All he is a dick.
Yeah.
Bro, because one time, these girls came over. We had our fun. And then they just...
you said girls.
Yeah. I'm saying
Multiple?
from my own... No, so listen.
Yes, threesome Tanner.
We're done. No.
Foursome Tanner.
Foursome Tanner.
Five-some Tanner?
No.
Somebody said six-some
Bro,
Tanner.
But they just leave right after. They had their own ride. And I was like, yo, leaving? I was like, I thought we were going to hang out. And then I was like, you just did me to me.
What? But dude, you had a.
So
you had
she
a
did that to
three-way.
me. That's why she got... No, I didn't. That's not exactly what happened. Well, no.
You said girl showed over.
Was somebody
and-
like filming or?
Oh,
No.
yeah, one guy was. Yeah.
No, there was... No, I mean, there's just... It was not all three
You
of
guys
us.
playing Twister?
Yeah. Two separate teams.
Oh.
Really?
Well,
Tag team, right? Like
well,
you're-
there was
you're
one-
fighting for the championship belts.
you see, there was one...
Switch.
There was two teams, but there was only one coach.
Those two teams are. Oh.
Dude, this is a deep analogy.
I'm good with them.
That's pretty bad.
Hey, no, but what I'm
how did
saying
that
is-
happen?
what I'm
How
telling
did
you
that
is-
happen?
Two pitchers, one catcher.
What I'm saying is that Jenny needs to use him
Yeah.
so that he feels used in that one point in his life. He goes, wait a minute. What is this?
Yeah.
What are we?
Where
and then
are
she
we?
goes, what the fuck you asking that for? And then flip the
Oh.
script.
That's a good
Oh.
one.
You flip the script on him.
Shit, I get what you mean. Yeah, that's genius. I never thought about that.
So see, that's what I was trying to say. That so now he understands like what he's missing theoretically, right? And now he's the one asking her to come over when originally it was Jenny asking.
He's just missing the wash.
So yours is just a little bit more like better.
I mean, that's
say.
how she's going to win the situation because there is
Yeah.
no win to it. If she feels like she's being used and then she keeps going over there to be used.
yeah.
Like, just use him.
Yeah.
And then you won't feel as bad if he's using you because he's not using you. You're using him. So how is he using you if you're using him?
Facts.
Here, there's a little bit more to the update. It was so she came over because a girl needed what she needed.
I
It
could
was-
just give toxic advice.
That was actually good advice.
That was really good advice. It was actually really cute. He offered that I stay over the next day too, so I spent the night. The next day, we both worked from home at his place. So we had a cute his and her setup. It was practically the entire day. Then we cooked dinner, and I mentioned that I had the whole house to myself that week because my roommates were gone. So they had the entire house themselves that week, right? So great. So I left later that evening because I think I had something going on that night. And then like 2 days later, and there's just radio silence. And then 3 and 5 days, I'm like, screw it, and asked him if he wanted to come over, and he said he was busy. And he is sorry that he couldn't. First of all, a girl insinuates that she had the whole house to herself for a week. Would you guys turn that down? Like, I've been trying to wrap my head around what he was thinking or how he could have been so busy that whole week. Like, we never spent time and place because of my roommate, so this felt like the perfect opportunity. So I basically handed him
went
the
in.
opportunity, and he was just being weird. So now it's flipped, where he's less interested
She went in
now.
too deep.
she has to go with Tanner's advice.
Yeah.
She's got to do it.
What is that?
Hold
Tanner?
on.
Yeah.
But she went in way too deep.
So she told him that apartment was empty, come through. And he was like weird then and flipped the
And
script.
this is after he's continuing to just try to get her to come over to his place.
It's because she stayed an extra day. That's what
Oh,
did
yeah.
it.
You need
No,
that.
now he's like, this shit's burnt, bro. That's what he's thinking. He's like, this shit's burnt.
Oh.
He's like, she's tweaking too hard. It was fun at first. She was about it. Then she fell for me. Then she got weird about it because she fell for me. Then she distanced herself. Now she's coming back and she thinks all shit's all sweet all of a sudden.
But it's
so
not.
he's like, fuck this shit. I'll go find another one. That's how he's at. Sorry,
Oh.
sorry, Jenny. But like, I think that's where he's at as a man. You just took it too far. You got to not be so obsessed with things. Like, just take life slow. There's no rush.
But it was like a reverse Uno happened where she was trying to get him interested.
I
But instead it
also
made her more interested.
I also am an overthinker, so I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but like I'm pretty good at overthinking.
That's all right. Let's finish this up. So at this point, I was kind of over it, like realizing that it was always on his time and never mine. So that's a good point. Only convenient for him and not me. So I figured I didn't really want to do this anymore. So another week goes by, and we're hanging out with all of our friends, so all together. At the end of the night, he snaps me asking if I want to spend the night. And I straight up told him I didn't want to. And of course, he was trying to convince me to change my mind. Then I just go, honestly, I don't think I want to be your booty call anymore. And then he just stops responding. And get this, he blocks me. He fucking blocks me on
Wow.
Snapchat, but still follows me everywhere else.
Wow.
Wow. This is a lengthy one. I apologize.
Wait, why
Yes.
why he block her on Snapchat?
That's a rip in the check.
Because she just said no.
why
What's
is
happening?
Snapchat specifically, but he follows her everywhere else?
He just
Is he posting something on his story he don't want her to see?
I think that's
See,
what
now
it
I'm making it
is.
overthink.
He actually has a girl.
Oh.
He probably had 2 girls the whole fucking time.
Honestly,
he
pulled a
was
full
like, he was like, what would
Tanner
Tanner Fox do?
Yeah,
Dead ass, he could have been cheating.
He could have.
Maybe that's
Well,
why he's
I don't know,
hiding,
even
bro.
dating. He just wants to.
The
he
thing
literally
is, though,
wants
is
to
like,
fuck.
is like they're in the same friend group, so I'm pretty sure that she would know.
For
like,
sure.
like they were like,
True.
like you would feel if you're in like the same friend group, you would
Yeah.
know who's dating who.
I just think like she
He's-
just overthought it. Like
Yeah.
Overthought.
She went too deep.
she went too deep. Like
yeah, you just gotta dip your toes in the
this is
tub.
also
You're never
a
just
thing.
jumping in.
This is also a
She
thing.
went
It's like
balls deep.
whenever someone wants you, you almost like don't want them. So like she
Yeah.
just always got to keep that attitude. Like, okay, no, she doesn't have to keep an attitude. She should have the attitude of like she doesn't care, regardless, anyways.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like this is my piece of meat for the night, and like I don't care what you do. Don't talk to me. Like we're not close like that. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
have to pick one or the other. I feel
If
like.
he's not gonna give you the energy, don't try to give him that. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
I-
just treat him.
I mean, just think of how he's treating you, and then like how you feel about
Reciprocate.
it. So then like you can just do the same thing back.
Yeah. Pretty transparent. Like this guy is going through this thing where like randomly he's like, oh, I kind of want to fuck tonight.
Well, to
and
be
then
honest,
calls, and he-
dude's in no bad place at all. Like he's not in the wrong.
He played it well.
Dude's a dude.
He played it well.
You know what I mean? Like dude's a dude. You can't hate on it. You
He's
can't
a dog.
can't hate the game, hate the player.
And you're saying this with actual experience of having it done to you from a girl's perspective. You've had 2 girls just walk out after and not hang out with you, right? Like you're saying like you've experienced it from her perspective.
Well, yeah, and I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
I was like, that's my job.
yeah. I mean,
That's
was
fucked
it your
up.
house?
Yeah.
Okay, so
they
I
just
guess
left. They just left though. I was like, I thought we were gonna cuddle, go in the hot tub at least.
What is your life? That's nuts, bro. Just chill in the hot tub,
Dude,
you know,
I
after
can
the
just- I
coach
just have,
and the
like,
But then they
TC.
just left.
I just have like this picture. You're like walking about, and they're like walking. You're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
No, I wasn't like mad. I was just like, they were like, oh, like our ride's here, and I was like, you're leaving? They're like, yeah. And I was like, oh. I went like this. I went, oh, okay, oh, okay. I was like, oh, that's fine.
Did you say that was a good experience, or like did it ruin?
I was just kind of
everything?
felt bamboozled for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
But you knew that you couldn't keep a committed relationship.
I wasn't
with 2
upset,
different
bro.
women.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
though. I didn't get upset like a girl might, and maybe some girls would get upset in that situation. I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a situation I haven't been able to relate to yet. Weirdly, I don't know. Have you? I don't.
No.
2 girls have not walked out of my house immediately after hooking up.
I
with me.
felt used. That's what it was. I felt used. Like I understood.
God damn it. Yeah. Tanner's like, this is what I'm supposed to be fucking doing.
No. I mean, like I don't even really do that much, but
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Everyone needs like a dick appointment, right?
Well,
yeah, especially Berkeley.
Berkeley
really
needs a
likes
lot of dick appointments.
God damn.
You totally walked into that.
You walked.
I did walk in.
Everyone needs a dick appointment,
Oh,
right,
I
guys?
say dick
I
appointment.
I
I don't
want
want
a
to say,
dick appointment.
but yeah, I meant to say pussy appointment.
You've said a lot of things that
Yeah.
are that like that are kind of
Okay,
like that.
I'm not like what? Name them. Go.
You said one time. Actually, it was just more feet related.
Yeah,
But like
do
men
you
have
like-
feet.
do you like
Men
feet?
have
Do you like-
feet.
do you like feet?
Men have feet.
no.
Berkeley talked
Berkeley
about.
does.
You
For-
like feet?
Berkeley talked for
I don't
56,
mind-
56
I said I
seconds.
don't mind feet.
Wait. You have a feet fetish? Is what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying I
Thank
don't
you.
mind
Thank you.
feet.
Literally,
I'm
thank
saying
you.
I don't mind feet.
Tanner
Everyone-
perfectly
Hey,
embodies
no.
exactly how I feel about how you
Okay,
feel
but
about
I'm
feet.
saying I
No,
don't
super
mind
weird.
feet.
Hey, listen, calm down. No one's coming at you. I want to ask you questions about your foot fetish.
Okay.
I'm completely coming at you, but I'll
What-
simmer down.
Hold on,
he
hold
can
on.
be the interview.
Hold on. I'm actually curious. What is it about feet?
The smelliness.
The webbing.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
No, I'm not saying I like them, but like it's just like a different change in like.
But
the
no, I'm
room.
just asking.
Like,
Explain.
like it spices up the room.
What do you mean? When her feet are out?
Did like hand jobs get old?
See, I'm trying to answer his question when this kid's just attacking me.
I'm asking you questions.
No, but I'm
Like,
just
I'm
curious
saying-
what it is
elaborate.
about it.
It just there's nothing about it. I'm not saying like feet are the greatest thing in the world, but I'm saying like I don't mind a foot.
Is it the bunions?
But what are we talking? We don't mind feet. Like, what do you mean?
I'm like I don't mind. I would suck a toe here and there, right?
Oh!
Like that's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you're telling me you have a foot fetish?
I'm not saying I have a foot fetish. I'm
You
saying
just
I-
said you'd suck a toe, bro.
That's not. I'm not saying it's a fetish. I wouldn't mind
This
to
is,
suck a toe.
this
for
is
a
what I
second.
see right now. I see Tanner Fox and I see fucking Shrek. You're literally
How am I
Shrek.
Shrek.
Donkey! Bring them toes!
Toes. Okay.
Donkey!
You're just overthinking toes right now.
Okay, so when you watch porn, do you make sure
No,
you skip
no,
to hold on,
no,
hold on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no.
hold on, hold on. Let me ask you.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you skip to the part of the video when the girl's riding the guy and her feet are on his legs, like so you could see her feet?
No.
You skip to that part of the video?
That's
No.
a great question.
He
Actually.
looks at
yeah.
dick and feet.
The logical question, like, does he need the feet in the picture while he's doing?
No,
you know
no,
what I mean?
No. No.
Does it
Absolutely not.
enhance it?
I'm saying I don't.
Does it enhance or take away?
The feet aren't up here. It's saying it's
Are they
like,
here?
Well, I don't even understand the context
They're
of,
in his mouth.
and like,
It's like a starter. It's a starter, right? You start from the bottom and you
What?
go get the middle.
I feel like you go down.
I mean, you
Oh,
could. You
going
could take.
down.
You could take whatever option. You could do. Go up.
You
Start.
start
keep going
belly
up.
down and then rise up.
You could go. You could go.
Like it's a. Like it's, well,
you could go north until you go south. If you think about it.
yeah, exactly.
Start
think about
south,
it.
go
You
north.
could go north, south, and then back into the fucking vagina.
East, west.
Fun fact: around the world, you can go north so far until you start going south, but you can't go east until you start going west.
My
That's a
mom.
fucking shower thought.
Think
That's
about
a
it.
shower. Wait.
Think about it.
Never eat soggy. You can go east.
So
you
look,
can't go
the world's
west.
like this,
Never
right?
eat
So
Right.
if you're going north up the world, at one point you
Oh.
come down it, so you're going south. But if you go east around the world, you never once go west. You just continue going east. Why?
On paper, that makes sense. It's just because
because the Earth's spinning and there's
because
no
it's
real dire-
it's longitude and latitude.
Yeah.
Still don't get it.
For instance, if you were to lay a ladder flat
Just
on the
don't-
ground
Just let people their minds be fucked. Bro.
and make a circle
Don't
of
even
the
give them
ladder.
an
Explain it. Let the
This isn't a podcast.
No,
Let
wait,
it
no,
settle.
no. I actually have a good explanation for this. I just thought about it. If you made a circle of ladders and you were to crawl on them sideways, you would never change your direction up or down, but you'd be going in the same circle. If you made a circle of ladders that was up and down, you would go up then down.
But why? That's weird. That's too much.
That's too much.
On paper, it makes sense.
There's more nipples in the world than there are people,
That is really. There's more boobies in the world than there are people, which
For
is
sure.
like the better part of nipples.
and butt cheeks.
There's more toes
Double.
than people. And
More
10
testicles.
times as many.
10 times as many.
I mean, I'm living. You guys, I have 10 times more I want.
He's like, I'm in heaven.
Exactly.
Fuck, man. What about like?
You walk in on him one day, he's just like clipping toenails in his
I have
mouth
a
from his
question
girl.
for you.
What the fuck?
If you're,
So you guys are just taking it
if
way,
you're- if you're-
way out of proportion.
You walk in, he's
taking
like,
it way out of proportion.
if you're so obsessed with feet,
I'm not so obsessed with feet.
hold on, wait.
You guys are
wait, no,
fucking
I have a question for
taking
you.
this.
I have a question.
Fuck your face, Kyle. Suck a fucking dick.
I have a question.
You suck.
I have a question. Say a girl's a perfect 10 in every aspect, but say she only has like what's the minimum number
toes.
What's the minimum number of toes?
I don't look for a girl on her toes. I'm just saying it's a good
but if she,
spice in
but
the
what he's
things.
saying, but what he's saying is, if she had 7, is it a deal breaker?
No.
What?
Wait,
You can't wear sandals ever with a girl with 7 toes.
Wait. I'm so. What was the question?
I'm saying you have a girl, perfect 10.
Yes.
But then you're gonna go suck her toes. And she only has 3 toes on 1 foot.
Oh, I'm fucking leaving.
Right. You just
That's kind of fucked.
Well, if you had 9, I would be okay with it. I'm sorry.
okay. If a girl, let's say,
It's a deal breaker, bro.
Yeah. Does a girl become hotter if her feet are significantly hotter than like?
Is
than
that
normal?
possible? There's so many questions I have. Is it possible for like?
Ring them out. Literally,
Ring 'em out.
I feel like
repeat.
can like girls' feet be prettier than other girls' feet?
Definitely.
yeah. See, even he agrees on that. You foot
Wait,
fetish fucker.
You like painted toenails on your feet?
Yeah.
I don't really think about it.
What makes one prettier than the other?
Yeah, I'm
You
curious.
just gotta
yeah.
clean your feet. It's
Is
like,
it like-
when girls have nice soft hands. Like you.
But is it
you
like
want
okay?
the- like
Hey,
your-
is it a
their
thing where
hands.
you're like, oh, the arch of her foot is so nice?
No, never.
It's not an arch thing.
Yeah, which
what's a
one's the
model
best?
Summer
toe?
Ray's toes.
No, but
No,
which toe?
no,
bro?
like which individual
which
one?
piggy?
The big toe, of course.
What?
Why?
Why? That's the one with the bunions.
No, if I'm gonna suck a girl's fucking toes, they gotta be goddamn clean. I'm not gonna just go down and do my.
Well, okay, hold on now. How many times have you sucked toes?
Berkey really likes him after soccer practice.
How many different times? Is it like is it an every time thing?
No, it's not every time thing.
A nice mud walk.
A mud walk.
This guy
no.
sucks.
I answered Tanner's question.
This is
How many?
why we have fuck podcast Kyle on every fucking door in this house because you suck.
You're just mad because it's 3-on-1 right now.
It is 3-on-1. I'm feeling attacked.
And the
as
one.
fuck.
No, I'm not
your hero
attacking
that you
you.
watch all
Take
the
that bottle cap out of your mouth.
I'm not
Hey,
making fun of it.
Berkey,
It's just
take
like
that cap out of your mouth.
I don't hear about feet fetishes a lot. I just was curious.
No, we were shocked when we heard it too. We live this guy.
So
telling
like,
it was a podcast.
listen. Out of like ratio,
Yeah.
how many girls do you hook up? Sorry, this isn't making sense. How often do you suck on girls' toes?
Not
Like, is it
often.
every
It's
time?
It's got to be trust, right?
Or is it like-
it's a trust thing, right? It's a bond, right? If I suck your toes, then you know I'm into your bitch. So.
That's like Berkeley's like Mark.
So that's when shit's getting serious.
Yeah.
You start sucking on toes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've never done that?
No, I've never sucked on a toe.
See, the thing that's weird.
My- my own toe.
Your own toe?
Like when I was a kid.
Tanner,
Because shit ends up in your
I
mouth.
want next time you have those girls over, I want you to start at the toes. Start at the toes, and
FaceTime us and let us
and
know what it's like.
Call us
I'm
after.
like, I'm
doing it.
So see, the weird thing to me is how far you have to be away from the girl to actually like while you're sucking someone's toes, you're so.
I'm not sucking them for like 10
Are you?
minutes.
Can I get like?
But you're
Get
at least
graphic.
a leg length.
Detail.
Are you like sucking your toes while you're fingering her? Is that?
No, I'm not stuck.
Or are you just sucking your toe and like
it's
moaning?
like foreplay, right? It's like it's a foreplay thing, right? I'm not sucking them for 10 minutes.
Oh, it's
I'll
on a
give
post?
I'll give a quick 30 seconds and I'll go up.
Do you
It's not-
lick in between them, or you just suck
No,
straight toeage?
Yeah, it's toage.
Do you suck titties too? Like, cause I heard from girls that like they don't even feel it when you suck their boobs.
What?
They don't. Yeah.
You're not doing it hard enough.
I heard that like
Well, you're not.
you never seen the TikToks when girls make a post and all the comments say
Flick
like
the nipple.
we don't feel anything. You just look like our big baby and like blah 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 blah. But I feel like I'm doing the most.
Yeah.
Honestly, girls are capping. Those girls don't know what they're doing.
Maybe some like it, maybe some don't. But
True. Honestly, I actually think
that
I
is
think
acceptable.
I think
It's
eating ass is
2021.
way more acceptable than sucking toes.
100%.
Hot take? I mean, I think
walk
so.
out with fucking hot
Is
fudge
that
on your nose.
is that backwards?
fucking
Okay,
nasty fucker?
if it's a poopy butthole, I'm not eating it.
Oh, it's exactly. If it's a gross ass fucking toe, I ain't sucking it. You fucking hypocrite.
True. Okay, fine. Point proven. Jesus.
Cause she just bleached her toenail, and I got bleach on my t-shirt. I'ma
Dude,
feel like
Berkeley,
a toenail.
Are you actually mad at me right now?
No, that was a good conversation.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you weren't actually mad.
He likes toes.
Yeah.
You heard it here
And
first.
he likes fucking disgusting assholes.
Oh man.
No, okay.
What about
Fine.
you? Do you have any crazy?
See, that's the beautiful thing. None of y'all know me.
Yeah, that's it. We know you, but we don't know you. Like you keep a lot. I mean, what's something that you would never expect yourself to say on a podcast, but you could say it on this
That you're
podcast?
going to say right now.
That you would normally be like, I wouldn't share that with people, but we shared a good amount.
So did I.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like these things I stuff deep away and like
Dude,
Yeah, you bury them.
yeah, like they're skeletons.
Fucking keistered.
did you
Like you gotta. I don't know if you can poke something out of me. I'll
did
tell
you like use Taylor for as long as you could?
Yeah.
You milked her.
Like we both did.
No pun intended.
But she grew too. Like
Yeah,
that's
like
what
we
people
it was
forget.
mutually beneficial, but like for sure I've said this in multiple things
Yeah.
before. Like the last 6 months, it was like that thing where it was like, oh shit, we're really committed to this. Like, how do we get out of this kind of thing? Or at least that's how I was thinking.
Yeah.
So
No one thinks about that. Like the strategy after. Because
Yeah.
you guys are obviously you got your own thing going and you
I'd
show
say
what
we
you show.
definitely like used each other.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
But it's still like do you still call it a great point in your life?
It was a step.
Yeah.
It was one of those steps I was talking about.
It's one of those steps you're talking
It
about.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's a callback. Bringing it back to yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, this episode went in a crazy direction, but I fucked with all of it. That was
Dude,
awesome.
yeah.
I literally love filming podcasts.
Yeah. They're a lot of fun.
I'll come back.
How many have
Come
you
back.
filmed?
I'm on I think I've filmed 12 for mine.
Oh, really?
Total. I've only posted 7.
Oh, what, are you doing like 2 week?
right now, yeah, for January, because it's the first month. I heard that it's better for growth that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the people that come watch your podcast for the first time, they're more likely to really subscribe if they see like 7 episodes
Right.
versus like a YouTube channel where
Right.
they have 3 and you start. But yeah.
Are you on audio and stuff too?
Sorry?
Are you like doing like on like Apple and
Yeah, everything.
Spotify?
Yeah. All right, guys, go check it all out. Tanner Fox, link down below. Everything YouTube, all his podcasts, his main channels, Instagram, and obviously Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Go look it up. No Fox given.
Hey, shout out TheSync for having me.
Of course. Yes, this was
Welcome
awesome.
back anytime.
That was
Tanner
fun,
Fox
man.
is definitely coming back. This was awesome. We'll see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe. Peace out, guys. Manscaped.com/TheSync. Peace. Berkeley loves toes.